Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse because we are staying on topic with our franchise. Yeah, so go on about Terminator 2, Chris.
Very on topic indeed. No, I was just watching someone react to it today for the first time, and they were straight after watching the first one as well. So Cameron just pulled it off in a way that is just incomparable. Like Cameron does such a good sequels. At least he used to. I haven't seen the sequel to Avatar. The first one was abysmal, though. I mean,
Avatar
abysmal is
doesn't
probably
do it
the
for
wrong
me.
word. It was just unoriginal, boring,
There you go.
predictable,
I think it's boring and predictable.
unfresh.
It's an old
Unfresh. I
story told
literally.
again, but with it does have very nice visuals. I will give it that.
It has a nice setting, has nice visuals, but that's not enough to actually make the film feel original. Like
Not to
that's
me.
you just need a lot more.
But T2 was it was an exceptional sequel. I think those were your words for me because it took that original storyline from the first movie and just completely 180'd it.
Yeah, but in a way that is actually,
Oh,
entertaining. You
no,
don't feel like, oh, you've already
absolutely.
predicted everything that's going to happen. Because no, he really knows how to thread the needle. He knows how to make it
Y-
really relevant to the
Your
characters
bad
and
guy
everything.
becomes your good guy. Your heroine
But the way
becomes
he
really
started off,
questionable. Yeah, oh, yeah.
oh
No,
yeah,
no. Absolutely. I think it's just such a good adaptation of their own story and flipping everything around to keep it incredibly fresh and exciting. And it's so well done. And you genuinely care what happens.
yeah. Plus, the dynamic between the first thing we see with the evil Terminator, the
Hmm.
2000, is he doesn't do anything bad at first. We don't see him being the mean one. We actually expect Arnie to be the bad one because they don't really explicitly say which one is which.
Hmm.
And the way they play it off, like the one that's dressed as a policeman,
Yeah.
this is actually subverting the concept of police enforcement is the good guys, and they 180 that aspect as well. But
Yeah.
in a way that at first we thought we should trust him because he smiles, you know?
Hmm.
The very clever way of actually subverting our expectations for him. And the way it played off, and like we think Arnie, yeah, he's just being him. The T800 is just doing his thing. So he's very much like in the first movie. But no, there are subtle changes. But if you don't take a notice of them, it's like, huh, okay, so he is different, and then just like it all pans out, and we see everything, and the way they played with Linda Hamilton's
Oh,
character is just
so good.
sublime. I just ah love it.
Yeah, it comes to that last, well, not last sequence, but towards the end where she has to decide whether or not to shoot the guy. And you can see it in her face. She's absolutely going to shoot him. And it's finally her brains are coming back to her, or her reason is coming back to her because she's so bent on saving everything and her son, but she's irrational. I mean, you can see
Yeah,
that
like
mental state. Wow.
I like that segment where she's literally just gonna go kill Dyson because
Hmm.
he's the creator of everything
Right.
of everything evil, because she was in a very dark place of having the burden of being the mother of a potential savior on one side, which is really is gonna mess you up.
Yep.
But on the other hand, she also feels the responsibility of doing something about it because time travel and altering events in the future, and you feel that when she's hell bent on like literally she's gonna shoot him in front of his family or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, it's like it shows that she is really having a hard time in her mind. Like she's been in a very dark place all this time for years now, with the burden and responsibility of knowing, not being believed,
Yeah. Oh,
being
yeah.
mocked, being treated as a loony,
Yep.
and at the end of the day, she's really just the one who's in the right. And this is like the moment if she's going to prove it. But on the other hand, it doesn't matter because it's more like a stakes. And the sun is the one that grounds her up. It's just like, perfect. Love it.
Yep.
Just so well done. Again, like this Cameron does sequels very well because he did Alien sequel so good. I just can't. I think he just made it more worthy in a way. But yeah,
I,
sequels in Cameron's hand really do thrive most of the time.
I know a lot of people love Avatar, and a lot of people. He did Titanic, right?
Yeah, but that never got a sequel for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's so this gets back to people are like, "Have you seen Titanic?" No. Aren't you going to go see it? Does the ship not sink this time? Well, no, it sinks. I'm like, well, okay.
The thing is, the Titanic is not the film about the Titanic itself. That's the thing.
Yes, but for sometimes like Titanic, I enjoy the movies that are more documentary than they are the lifestyles of the people aboard. In that particular instance, kind of like oh, there's another movie. It was just a bad made-for-TV movie that was talking about the Yellowstone caldera. It's a super volcano, and it was doing what if. And I was so heavily into the science that was going on in the story that I really could not care about the characters. And same with Titanic. Ooh, I want to know about the engineering failures. I want to know about this, that, and the other. Yeah, people. Good morning, Grey Death Society. So
Well,
sometimes it's the people that get me going, and most of the time, and sometimes it's just darn you, stop playing with my engineering brain.
the thing is, I treat it as a human story first and foremost. Titanic, I mean.
Hmm.
Um, the human aspect is very, I think, is very well fleshed out.
Yeah, it
And
just,
when in a way of it actually subverting expectation, because it starts with a woman who's actually living in the expected um situation. She's from a higher sphere, so to say.
mhm,
So she's like from aristocracy or whatever, socialite, if that's the word.
it is.
Um, and the movie is about her learning a different kind of life, seeing a different type of life, and breaking away from
Well,
that,
I'm
breaking away from the expectations. So that, in that sense, I think the Titanic was just a background to what actually
yeah,
is
and
her story.
that's
But
the part of the story that I could have cared less about, but I totally see why most people enjoyed that. You know, why they felt drawn to that. I just was like, it's fine. Let's get back to the engineering. It's just, I find it very funny that most of the time I'm driven by characters. And in a few circumstances, this is one of them, I could not have cared less about the characters. I just find that really interesting. Why my brain works that way sometimes.
I mean, I totally get that. I have nothing against that, honestly. Just, I'm not even saying I'm a big fan of Titanic. I just liked it from the technical sense because a lot of those scenes were done
Oh,
practically.
oh,
There isn't much
absolutely.
CGI in it whatsoever,
No,
and
he
it
did a
is
fantastic
funny
job with it.
because in order to make this film, he also was very adamant about doing the dives
Yep,
around the Titanic
yeah. And he
wreckage for
sponsored a
footage.
lot of the research and a lot of the dives out there.
Yeah, the thing is that he on when he was shooting Titanic, he actually used studio money to make the footage
Well, you're
down there.
supposed to. Yes,
But it was his real life passion from way before he was even in
I know.
filmmaking. And it's such a funny twist that he used studio money to shoot probably around the time most expensive movie in the world. Uh, to realize your own passion and realize your long life dream of actually seeing the thing, and working around it and actually making it go live with the recreation of the interiors and everything, the creation of the model that was used in the giant pool of water to be submerged
Hmm.
realistically so people could actually react to real water, not CGI crap.
Yeah, did you know that when they did one of the flood scenes where the water's rushing in, they didn't tell all the actors that that was going to happen, so their panic was
Yeah,
legit.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I would have probably
It's
pissed myself.
yeah, it's like that scene in Die Hard where they know they're going to drop Alan Rickman off the side of the building, and he knows it, and he's terrified of heights. And they said, okay, we're going to do it on three, like
Three,
three,
yeah,
two,
but
one.
they do
But
it on two.
they do it on two, and that look on his face is legit.
It's genuine,
It's
yeah.
so good. So I want to go back to James Cameron for a second. I don't like a lot of his stuff, but he was originally going to do Alita Battle Angel as the director because he was involved with the script and the production of it. But
Oh,
somebody else did the actual directing on
I
it.
actually haven't seen that one.
It's actually very good. It's not a perfect movie, but totally enjoyable, and that's a movie that deserves a sequel. But that came out the same time that Captain Marvel came out. So Captain Marvel, for one of their promotions, did, hey, we're going to give free tickets to people like in the inner city, whatever, so that they can see the movie, especially for girls. Okay, that's cool. James Cameron sponsored the production of some prosthetic limbs for people who were amputees, etc., so that they could have basically bionic arms and legs and stuff like that. And I think the arm one is the one that was big. And they've done a
Hmm.
video on it. So this woman basically has a Lita Battle Angel style arm that functions. And I'm like, oh, that's a way to spend your money to promote stuff.
Hmm. That's really good.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
thought that
I
was totally
wasn't.
cool.
It's fun when movies actually are pushing something in life outside of like pushing people to go to the movie, but actually,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
yeah, it's changing technology, changing the way we perceive certain things.
Yeah,
I really enjoy that.
it's on a similar thing. There's a guy whose son needed a prosthetic hand. It's got to be able to open and close. And
Hmm.
I guess those
Yeah.
things are incredibly expensive, like tens of thousands of dollars each. And of course, with a kid, you're going to have to change it and get the size changed frequently. So he figured out how to 3D print them. So he could print off hands, functional hands that open and close and have functionality. So his son could get new ones as he needed to grow into them. And then he put the plans for the 3D thing out on the internet for free. I'm like, that is cool.
Yeah. I could have charged for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he's like, no, tens of thousands of dollars. I can't be the only one out here who's broke.
No, yeah.
So all I've got today is some phaser damage. Everything else is Gorn and arthropods on Nimbus, which I will attend to later today. Probably
I
during the
actually have to
10th
do
one.
the event because I
Oh, I haven't done the
missed it
event yet either.
yesterday.
I sent you a party invitation.
So mistakes were made. I also need anti-proton damage, so I'm swapping a ship for that purpose.
Okay. Yeah, we were chatting yesterday. Somebody had just started the event and didn't
Oh,
realize, yeah, and didn't realize that it's going to be really tight hitting the meta event.
yeah,
It's
it's a little bit
doable.
event too late to do it naturally, easily without a problem, but it's still doable.
It is doable for
It's
the.
gonna be a tight squeeze.
Oh, I don't think you can do the event. We've got 10 days left to run on it. It ends on the 28th, 9 days now. So even, well, no, I don't think it can. No, 10 days yesterday. If he sticks to the 20 hours, he's still going to have to buy out 1 day. But it's not a bad use. 1 day isn't bad. But what
Oh,
if
1 day is no.
if it was me, I would do that, do as much as I can. If I don't quite make it, not the end of the world. Do out the next 3 events and then figure how close I am and maybe come back and buy out this one or go back and buy out one of the other events for the reclaim.
Yeah,
I'd see how
yeah,
close I
yeah.
could get on them. All right. Are you ready?
Yep, very
Okay.
much so.
Let me hit the magic button here. Here you go. Oh, we will.
We were in progress.
I was running this ship. No, I wasn't running this ship yesterday. I was running I was doing ship leveling because today's the last day of the XP boost, and we have a patch coming in about 3 hours. So I think I will try and level one more ship. But I managed to get them all the way up to 4 yesterday, just running some some TFOs, which is weird. You don't usually get a lot of XP off the TFOs.
Hmm.
But it's actually, I forgot who I was running. Oh, I was running the Eisenberg, which is not the best ship out there. Jam Dragons? Dragonia? Boy, my vision's bad. Jam underscore Dragonia. That's actually pretty cool. Dragonus? Please tell me if I'm saying your name wrong. Anyway, hi. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing? We raided Captain Spicy Pants last night.
Spicy pants.
Captain
Well, that's a...
Spicy Pants. He is doing a revisit to the whole thing, starting with a brand new character on a free to play account. So if you were trying to do it from scratch, this is all the stuff you have to do. That was really cool. If you see him on, folks, give him a follow. He was having a fun time with people last night. And Jam is pretty cool today. Yay. Let's see, it's 67 degrees, so I'm only slightly cool today. Oh, you've come to the right place, Jam. He says, or she, says, I love Star Trek, so I'm trying to find Star Trek loving minds. You have come to the right place. She.
Well, there are Star Trek loving fans like us here, and there are those that claim to be Star Trek loving but know nothing about it. There's a lot of them on the internet.
You. Well, I mean, but here, this is Star Trek Online.
But here, yeah, this is
Yeah,
Star Trek
this
Online. We
is
love
cool.
Star Trek, and
And Jam is a
we
she.
are actually loving it.
Yeah, now that doesn't mean we're Oh, I got my phaser damage already. We are not apologists. If we disagree with something, you're going to hear us go, this is why I don't agree with it. But we also totally hold with everybody else liking or disliking what they like or dislike.
Yeah, I'm allowed to actually say I like Discovery, and I'm not being banned by it.
Yep. And I'm allowed to say I don't like Discovery, and Chris is willing to engage in rational conversations with me.
I mean, I might, but
Oh, yeah,
I'm
no,
not in
we're
the
going
way
to,
of persuading anything.
yeah, we will argue, but it's from mutual respect.
I actually do have a friend who also likes Discovery. She hated Section 31, so she has the right sensibility.
Just Section
I
31. Blah. No, 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 no,
know.
no. We watched that several times, and we're not doing that
You
again.
watched that several times. I wouldn't subvert myself into that. I just watched it once. I hated it.
Oh, it's so bad.
I felt nauseous, and then I said I'm never watching that
I
again.
cannot believe they had, amongst all the other things they did wrong, they had Balenciaga doing Michelle Yeoh's costumes.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
oh yeah. I mean, they are at the middle of this huge
Gersha
concert.
Phillips wasn't available. She did such a good job
Well,
before.
Balenciaga was at the middle of this huge issue with they had done some advertising with children and bondage stuff, like teddy bears and bondage with pictures of with little kid actors in the things, and boy, they got absolutely nailed to the wall for that. They had to do an apology and everything else. But let's
Rightfully
get back to
so.
Jam for a second, because Jam says, I've seen TNG, very good, DS9, Voyager multiple times, excellent, and Enterprise a number of times, and DS9 is my fave. DS9 is not my fave in terms of favorite. I think it's probably the best written of all of the series, though. I think it's got a huge story arc that is so intricate and well written, and I totally respect it. And I love the characters, and I love the interactions.
I only have issues with. It's not an issue because the cat. What he does. I'm not questioning what he does.
Who?
And I'm talking about Cisco.
Oh,
I never
Cisco.
question his actions. I absolutely can't stand Avery. I just can't explain it. His delivery of lines is so fake. He's like wood that's been taught how to speak. I just can't. I just freaking can't. And I have such respect for him as an actor because being a first black captain in Star Trek, it was a burden in itself. And I totally respect that he was really committed to the role and all that. But I just can't stand his delivery of lines. He sounds so fake, or like he sounds like someone overdubbed him with someone else's voice, which makes it disjointed from his face. That's what I'm having an issue with, and I can't explain this.
Jim
I,
respectfully
I
disagrees. I first of all, I totally get what you're saying because having seen Avery Brooks and other things, he is a fantastic actor, and I like him better in other roles. But I think for DS9, he does what he and the director think is the correct character, and so I can see where you might think
I mean,
differently.
I'm not saying this against Avery because I do know that he's a respectable
He
actor,
is. He
and I
is.
mean he was because I don't think he's acting anymore.
No, he is retired,
Um,
so to speak.
but genuinely, I know that he's a good actor, and I don't have nothing against his acting. I think it might be the way he was directed, perhaps.
That's possible.
It was very consistent throughout this series, which is very interesting considering how inconsistent some of the captains were on the runs of other shows, just depending on what was written in the script and who was actually directing them. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really explain this. It's just like it has one of my favorite actors in it, so I have
So
huge love for DS9
who for the actor?
because it. My favorite actor in DS9 is Rene
Auberginois.
Auberjonois.
Oh man,
Auberginois, yeah.
he's one of the few
I
people I never
loved
have
him.
met him or never did meet him back then, and I have loved him since back in the '70s when he did. He was playing Dago Red in MASH way back. Father Mulcahy, way back
Yeah,
when. He was so good in that, and I
yeah.
have loved him in everything since.
everyone has like a quarrel with, maybe not everyone, but a lot of people have quarrel with Kira. I love Nana Visitor's way she did Kira. I love how passionate she was. I love a female character, not necessarily protagonist per se, but I do like when there's a female character that has balls.
Well,
And
I think in
goodness me,
DS9
she
you
had
had every
balls.
single character being like human. They weren't perfect. They had flaws. They had strengths. They didn't come out of the
Oh
situations
yeah,
perfectly every time. Great writing, and the fact that the actors could pull that off. Avery Brooks, though, is the most morally ambiguous. Sorry, not Avery Brooks. Cisco is a morally ambiguous captain, and he knows that he's going to have to do things that he's going to kind of regret, but at the same time not regret. What is that one? In the Pale Moonlight? Dang, what a great episode. And I think that is the ultimate in terms of people do things in circumstances that they might not do in other ones. And the writing is great. I love him in that particular episode.
I think writing in DS9 was the most consistent among the series of that era.
Did they have the same
Most of the
group
time.
of writers in that? Because, I mean, the
The
character,
entire duration of the show, I
well,
don't
no,
know,
but I
but it
think during the
definitely
whole
felt like it was.
Cardassian War arc.
The Cardassian War arc definitely felt like it was consistently written in a way that it was supposed to be. It was very well thought through. It definitely felt like they had it written down in a way that it was some sort of like it had a spine and had a skeleton of all the
Yeah.
frames of everything that's happening there,
Well,
and you
yeah.
could tell that.
Yeah, they definitely had
You
written
could
out a
definitely
story arc,
tell.
so it was unlike TOS and TNG and a lot of the other ones, it wasn't
Mhm.
just
TNG was
episodes.
all over the place.
Yeah, because they had a bunch of different writers, but then you get into Best of Both Worlds, then gets followed up with Family, and it's one of the few times they did character arcing, or this whole thing from what happens at the beginning of Best of Both Worlds to Picard, trying to resolve it in his own head. Oh, Jam, I have this whole thing about Janeway. My son calls her the best villain in all of Trek. Yeah, she's definitely morally ambiguous, and we could get into this one.
Oh, I'm already grilling myself
we
inside.
won't, we won't do that because I love Chris so much. I will not do that to him. But he and I have had this discussion so many times. I do not like Janeway at all as a captain or as a character. I think if they had done one thing differently in the first episode, would have made me feel differently about that. She came into this as a captain and makes some pretty bad decisions. If, when the Voyager winds up in the Badlands and gets taken off to wherever they go, to Gamma Quadrant, it's Gamma Quadrant, right?
Delta
Delta
Quadrant.
Quadrant.
Gamma is
Delta Quadrant.
DS9.
Thank you. And they go to the Delta Quadrant. I think the original captain of the Voyager should have died. And Janeway was forced to basically step up into the role with less experience. That would let her get away with these questionable decisions. She's doing the best she can with not necessarily enough training or experience. I could have gotten away with that one then. There's a few stories where people having to step up into a leadership role and making bad decisions. It's a character developing and learning. And I don't think the way she's written, and again, it's because it's episodic, rather than with this nice story arc, that she has a good excuse for some of her bad decisions. I know Chris and I will get into this, and Jam, you and I can get into this, but as an experienced captain, I don't think those are good decisions. Now, now we get into the other part of it, which I really love about Trek. Generally, we write off the captains as making good decisions, and yes, they've already had these experiences, blah, 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 and we never see a lot of captains making horrible decisions. Let's see. Oh, I think Stat 71 says they could have made the Maquis Federation division a little more dramatic and uneasy. Yes, they absolutely could have. And I don't really like what they did with Seska.
No, that she was the baddie that
Yeah,
allied with the
it
Kazon.
was kind of obvious. I would have liked that have been underplayed more. So when Curse You and Your Inevitable
I
Betrayal
mean,
hits, it's a
she
little
was
bit.
was a Cardassian spy on the Maquis starship that was trying to gain her own advantage for the Cardassian
Well,
side. She
I
was never
get
a
that,
perfect officer or anyone like that.
but my absolute issue with her is the first time we see her, your flags go up and go, up. Nobody, nope, she's a bad guy. And that's just bad writing or bad directing, but I'm going to put it off to bad writing. Obvious writing. Voyager did not have good writing sometimes. Jam says, ultimately, Picard is my favorite captain. Yes, because he's gorgeous and wonderful and all kinds of smexy. Um, I'm not a big Kirk fan. I think as a captain, he's young, he's brash. Okay, it kind of
I
worked,
can't stand Kirk.
but for its time.
Glorification of Kirk needs to die, needs to end. If they need to see him for what he was.
But go back to the 1960s when this show came out. That's kind of the role that they were trying to put out there from the networks and from Roddenberry. So definitely, more cowboy diplomacy, more less experience or less stated experience, and more seat of the pants type of leadership. That's not bad. Jam says he was hot in the 60s and 70s. Not my type. Not my type.
Uh,
I'm more a McCoy girl.
he always, to me, Kirk always looked like an uncle from a family, someone you never consider anything. An uncle from a distant family you don't like, or you just, you're polite to him, but you want him to go home as soon as
Oh my
possible.
God. I never thought of that. That's so
That
funny.
that's 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 what I saw in Kirk every single time, especially in the 70s in the movies. It's like, no, the uncle vibe is like, oh no, take him away, get him away from me. No, I couldn't, I
Let's see.
couldn't, I
Jam
couldn't get
says
anything around him.
McCoy was my crush 10 years ago, but Spock is where it's at. I can see that. I mean, McCoy was like my crush way back in the day, but Spock, not a crush. Really loved the character, loved
I
the
would
actor.
love having Spock as a friend, like
Yeah.
my best chummy, who would love to be best friends with someone like Spock, especially if it was Spock. But Crush, I don't know. I mean, Nimoy definitely had some charm in him, definitely. He had this very unique physique with those eyebrows and everything added to him, so he definitely had an interesting visual. But would I say crush? Probably no. I mean, not me, but no. Yeah, you might have an uncle that you had inspired. I'm not saying all uncles are like that, but Kirk is the one that you really want to go as soon as possible because he's kind of
Um. So let me think. I have two uncles on my dad's side. One was not inspiring, but he didn't hang out with us. He was busy with adults. And then my dad's brother, Arnold, was brilliant. He tried to be really friendly, but I think he was just a very shy guy. But man, absolutely amazing. Oh, thank you for the follow, Jam. Appreciate that. But brilliant. On the other side, the women, all of my mom's family was female, so they married people who were really interesting. A PhD in duck biology. I can't remember what the heck it is. A guy in the army, and and the other one got divorced before I met the uncle, so I don't know. Oh, are you talking about Amok Time, Jam, where Spock was so excited to see Kirk alive? Yes, that was a great episode. Great moment. And of course, then you have Break the Box's rating with a party of 12. Hi, Break the
Oh goodness.
Box. Hut, 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 hut. How's everybody doing this morning? We're debating Star Trek captains. Good morning. No, there are certain TOS episodes that I absolutely loved. Obviously, Trouble with Tribbles is amazing. Some of the Muds episodes were good. Um, oh, what's the good one? Not David Gerrold. Not Theodore Sturgeon. Come on, brain. Maybe it was David Gerrold. Uh, City on the Edge of Forever. No, that was Harlan Ellison. Excuse me. Fantastic episode. Really, really, really good. Well, if I was going to watch TOS or tell you to watch TOS, I would say the episodes you absolutely need to watch are City on the Edge of Forever. I think that's an absolute classic. Um, what else would be in? one that you'd have to watch in TOS. Folks, chip in with your thoughts here.
I have very little recollection of TOS. I've seen it twice, and I'm still not
If
able to
I
remember
Google
anything.
it, I'm going to wind up saying, "Oh, you need to watch that one. You need to watch that one." And I cannot type this morning, apparently. Let's
That's not good.
see. So the very second episode is called Charlie X, which has come back under some scrutiny lately in terms of the study of Charlie X as a character. Really, 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 really good. Naked Time is a setup for other episodes, so kind of interesting to see that. Corbomite Maneuver, just because it's fun. I mean, there's so many good episodes. Galileo 7. Space Seed. You have to watch Space Seed because that's a setup for Wrath of Khan. Perfect episode. Errand of Mercy is another huge setup one. These are all season one. There's like 8 good episodes just in season one. But if you're going to start with it, I would say start with City on the Edge of Forever. It is so good. And Space Seed would be another one. Squire of Gothos comes in really important when we get to Picard, though. Naked Now is a good one because it sets up a TNG episode. First episode with Romulans. The first one, yeah. Oh, and the first one with the Romulans is really important too because who is the Romulan in the first episode? Come now, somebody has to know that one. Let's see, what is that called? There's the mind carbonite maneuver, blah 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 blah. Balance of Terror? Yeah, Balance of Terror. Does no one remember who played the Romulan captain?
Sorry, can't help.
It's Mark Leonard. He went on to play Sarek. He has played Romulans, Klingons, and Vulcans. Yeah, it's the same
Oh,
actor.
well, there you go.
Break the box. Yes, I just found that really amazing. Good morning, Taz.
Good morning.
We're watching, or we're playing, talking about TNG. So Jam says I started watching TNG with episode 3 or 4. Episode 1 sets up the game that we're playing right now very nicely because we get, unfortunately, the Nadarian Defender out of it. Not the best ship ever. But we get all kinds of cool stuff from all the episodes in the game. TNG Best Episode. Best of Both Worlds Parts 1 and 2 is really good. Family is a great episode. Uh, my favorite episode is The Inner Light. And then, of course, the series ending episodes were so good too. Jam says, I'm so glad my intro to Q wasn't episode 1 or 2. Oh, excuse me. There are 4 lights. Yes, that is a good one. Chains of Command. Good morning, Zizmer. Yeah, Chains of Command it's a 2-parter, kind of horrifying. Who plays the Cardassian? It's not it's not him. Who played the Cardassian Gul Moldred? Modred. I can't remember his name. Gul. Famous actor too, and I can't remember it. Great. I Google him. David Warner. David freaking Warner. Oh, Jam, everyone calls me Mom, but you are more than welcome to call me Dark Mom if you're uncomfortable with Mom. So I was on 10 Forward Weekly a couple of years ago, and Cal was like, well, what do you want us to call you? Oh, you can call me Mom. So, okay.
Well,
That was a long time ago. Many years ago. Speaking of, apparently, there's going to be the Damocles ship review today for 10 Forward Weekly, not the interview with Dayton Ward. So hopefully that's just being postponed. which is terrible because I really wanted to see him there, but it's also wonderful because I haven't quite finished the book yet. So I have work to do. Taz, how are you doing today?
I've been playing Subnautica with my cousin
Oh,
this
cool.
morning.
Yeah,
It's been a lot of fun.
sometimes it pops up down in the lower corner. Taz is now playing Subnautica too.
Sure, it's only sometimes.
Well, it only pops up for a moment and then it pops back down again. Break the Box says it's so good. Ooh, Jam said I went to a new vintage shop today and got some Star Trek figures. Okay, so Jam, if you went someplace today, that means you're not here in the States. Where are you at? Because I'm on the East Coast time and it's only 6 in the morning and nothing's awake yet. You're in the States and you went today? As you can tell from Chris and Taz. Okay, yesterday. Oh, okay, that makes it easier for me to get. I'm thinking, what place is open at this hour? And I'm going. Taz and Chris are out of the other side of the planet. This hour of the morning, we tend to be a lot of people out of Europe, which is nice to have.
Hmm. I just noticed there's a Universal.
Yeah, there is. Oh, you're West Coast. Oh my God, you're up early. Ah, the Universal was Operation Riposte.
Yep.
Which did you want to do it?
Um, if you don't mind,
Oh no,
if you
that's
don't have
absolutely
anything
fine.
on your agenda.
Good morning, Pineapple Gaming 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll take it. Does anybody else need to do the Universal? Because we can team for it. And what am I on here? Oh, I'm on sound. That'll be a breeze with this one. Yeah, we ran it a couple of times last night.
Oh, you did.
Yep. Do I have Discord? Yes. If you are watching this on Twitch, you will see that there is a link to our Discord in the bottom. Oh, thank you very much. There's the invitation. If you accept the invite, you're going to go into the quarantine, and I will pull you out of the quarantine once you get there. And then you can jump into chat with us. Oh, speaking of jumping into chat, since there's a lot of people here, this Friday night, we are going to watch, because we do watch parties on Friday nights, we're going to watch Project Hail Mary. So if you haven't seen it, you're welcome to join us. If you have seen it, you're welcome to join us. Oh, Pineapple Gaming. No, no, we never laugh at anybody. Newbie or oldie, it doesn't matter to us. We are here to make the game fun. We want everybody to enjoy it. And if you're new to the game, we are never going to tell you that you're a bad person or that you're a noob or anything like that. I do martial arts, and as we tell all of our students, we were all white belts once. So absolutely here for fun. That's super dad. Hang on a second. Let me send you a friend invitation first because that makes life easier. We are Federation on this bunch of tunes. I love the name, by the way. Pineapple Gaming, do you have any numbers after the super dad? Because I'm going to bet, unless it's it's an unknown user. So there's usually a bunch of numbers at the end of that. My tunes are so old that we do not have numbers at the end of them. And I'm inviting you to the team here. Anybody else want to join us? Yeah, we will laugh at your jokes.
If they're good.
Yeah. Or we'll groan if they're not, because that's when Satalia's here. We're going to do Operation Riposte. That said, you are more than welcome to laugh at us when we do stupid, because believe me, we do stupid. My tag on STO is my old password for ARC. That's interesting. I reset my passwords to match with the email accounts. They're do I need to say which captain I love, or if I'm Team Bashir or Phlox? No, you get to love them all. You get to love everybody. There's no
Oh,
judgment here.
I love Phlox.
I love
That's probably
yeah,
one character I really loved in the Enterprise that I just loved throughout the entire series.
and in one of my favorite things, I've seen John Billingsley's butt.
Wait, what?
Did I
Oh,
never
wait, you
tell
did
you that?
mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did mention that in one of the streams.
So at
It
one
was
of the
a while ago.
conventions, Gays in Space was having this huge penthouse party, and they had bands, and they had singers, and they had. It wasn't really like a drunken party or anything. It was just really a good time. But because there was another event going on in the building, in order to get something done or another, there was this massive line to get in the elevators, and some John Billingsley said, "Oh, you can kiss my butt" about something, and somebody else said, "Okay," and he partially dropped trow. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, so there's something I get to put down in my book of memories. Wasn't anything
If it
obscene.
was anyone else, I probably would have had a problem with that. But
It was
that
so
came off
funny.
hilariously.
Okay, I'm in quarantine. I'm not seeing anybody sitting in quarantine. Who's in quarantine? Just lit up and it's not giving me a name. Why is that happening? Let's get out of there for a moment. No, 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 no. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Okay. Back. Oh, that's really weird. Okay, if somebody just tried to join, it's not letting me see you. Uh, okay, whoever tried to join and is sitting in quarantine, let me know because it's not showing and I might have to get the wonderful, the one and only Pi, our technical guy, to give me a hand. It was you. It's not showing up. I see that there's somebody there. Let's see.
I brag that I've defended my household this morning.
Oh.
There was a wasp trying to gauge if she can create a nest in my apartment, and I was like, nah, that ain't happening here. Those things make my skin crawl. I hate wasps.
I'm sorry. All right. Why does this not love me today?
I had a nice big carton envelope, and I smacked her so hard that when she landed on the windowsill outside of the balcony door, she was like, "Ooh, I think I'm dizzy."
Oof.
I'm glad she was so smacked that she didn't come back to retaliate, because those things are mean by nature.
Okay, that should have changed you there. So you should now be a fearless ally, which means you can jump into voice chat if you want to. You don't have to. It's because you are too much. Oh, well, that's not good, Mom. There we go. All right. Anybody else want to join us for what are we doing? Oh, we're doing the Universal. Anybody else want to join for the Universal? Oh my gosh. We have just been chit chatting today. Okay, I'm going to queue us up. This will probably go pretty fast. What are we? What is it? Operation Repost. Okay. Yeah, my brain stopped for a moment. I've only had one cup of coffee. Wee woo.
Yeah, affirmative.
Hey, Jam, if you say something I don't approve of, I can hit mute, but as long as you don't swear, we're good. Just click on the We Are Live and you're here. What, my ship, Super Dad? This is my Acheron. I got this ship from one of the other players because I am working on a little mini series and I needed the Acheron for it.
No, I think he means my ship,
Oh, your ship, what are you flying?
the Ethereal
Oh
Harmony.
my god, that thing's big. Um, okay, so break the box says I could never join your voice chat, then I swear like a sailor. So, my grandmaster in martial arts is a Navy guy. He doesn't swear. I've never heard him say a single profanity in his life. And I've known him for like 15 years now. So,
Of
you
course, you're
swear like,
typing a message.
well, yes, but we're adult human beings. We can't control ourselves sometimes. I used to teach kids in martial arts, so I don't swear a lot, but I will say things like, oh, fiddle faddle, or beans. Are you a sailor type person, Jam? Oh, you're not a sailor. Okay. Just checking. No. We get people. Super Dad says, I love it. I'm jealous. So, oh, you're a crocheter. Yes, you get to swear for that. I promise. I don't crochet because it's like, miscounted that one. Wrong stitch. I just hand it all off to my sister who's brilliant at it. I'm going to go on to 2 and start that one up. Hey, Black Cat, good morning.
Good morning. I've
Morning.
been up since 5 o'clock.
Yep, me too.
So I've been up for almost an hour already.
Yep.
I stopped in like when I woke up, but no one was on yet.
Well, I start at 6 my time, which is probably, what, 5 your time?
Let's
Well,
see.
what
What time is
it
it
right now?
there?
It's 6:48
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, we're in the same time zone.
Okay, where are you at? Roughly. Don't
East
give me...
Coast, Mass.
Oh, that's right. We've talked about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm as far west as you can go and still be in the East Coast timeline,
Yeah.
which is just like, what the heck? So I'm in Indianapolis. So
Which is weird because my mom's in Chicago and
yeah, and that's
she is an
Central.
hour behind
Right,
us.
that's Central time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm from Chicago, so. But if you look at Indiana, there's a line that basically divides the state down the middle for the timeline. So the west side is in Central Standard Time, and the east side is in East Coast time. But it makes this big kind of loop around Indy, so we're all in one time zone to make life a little bit easier.
I will be right back though because I
Okay.
all of a sudden have to use the bathroom.
Who's going to do the planet side? I think Graz and What's the Hell covered it yesterday when we were running. Okay, Super Dad says he's going to do planet side. So there is a patch starting in about 2 hours today, but it's a short one, about 2.5 hours. And then 10 Forward Weekly shows up in about 7 hours at 2 my time, which is 11 Pacific. Would be about 8 p.m. for you European type peoples. Super Dad, give a shout if you need a hand down with the missiles. So, Jam, getting back to joining VC, we try to be very open and willing to bring everybody in here because, we'd love to hear about you. Because then we can talk. Talk track. And yes, we will be at the Star Trek convention. And I have dogs, as you can tell. Stowe can't be at the conventions because Paramount doesn't want them going to
Okay, there we go.
non-official conventions. And there aren't any official conventions. No problem, Jan. We are back on in the evenings. I will be on tonight in approximately 10 hours. 10 hours? Yeah, about 10 hours.
Wait,
May-
Paramount doesn't want STO's presence on game conventions and stuff?
Only at official conventions, the ones that are on the books. And there hasn't been one since 2022 in Chicago. That was, since then, Creation no longer has the license for it officially, so they can't use the word Star Trek in it, which is why it's now STLV or the Path to whatever. They use other names, but they can't say it's a Star Trek convention.
So, Mom, what time did you say I should do it again today?
Let's see, we did 7:30 yesterday, so that's 3:30 today.
3:30. Okay.
There's missiles on the way up here, for those of you who can see them. Thank you, Chris.
Trying to with the cow I'm flying with.
Yeah, I'm trying to get around.
What you guys doing right now?
Operation Riposte. Super Dad, if you're not seeing the missiles come up a little bit higher in orbit, because they don't come up from planet's side, they just magically appear over the planet. And not to worry, there's a lot of us here. So we'll cover everything that gets past you. It's a team thing. There's one right there.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's a team thing?
Yeah, it is. It is totally a team thing.
I was trying to make a joke out of it, Mom.
No
You're
humor.
ruining it.
Mom does not have a sense of humor. Mom is not aware of a sense of humor. Hey, Jam, we're on every morning, although I'm glad you're on vacation. And
You should totally grow a humor.
couple of evenings a week. Since my
You should
martial arts school's looking for a new home, I don't have classes for a while.
You should totally grow a sense of humor, Ma.
No, no.
How dare you?
Yeah, my son has to notify me in advance. Hey, I'm going to tell a joke now. Okay, thank you. Or we'll be out at dinner and he'll say something and then look at me and go, that was a joke. Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear.
Do you do the ostentatiously fake, ah ha 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 ha, good one, son? Or you
Sometimes.
just pass it in silence?
No
Sometimes.
Universal today, huh?
No, we did it yesterday. We did Operation Riposte. That's the Universal. It's Monday,
Oh,
Wednesday,
okay.
Friday.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
I
this is
didn't realize that.
Tuesday. Hang on, though. Oh,
Well, I got one of the easiest ones
what'd you get?
to do for an endeavor today.
What'd you get?
I get to go play Dabo on Deep Space Nine.
Let's see. So, Wednesday. 15 ships in the Gonkra battle zone. We'll team for that one, folks.
I got to destroy 5 dreadnoughts.
That is, 5 is not a number. It's 6. I don't think
It
5's a
says
number,
5.
is it? Is it? I thought it was 6.
It does. Yeah, no. Destroy dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts are typically, and it says 0 of 5.
Okay, so it is. Yeah, my vision's so bad sometimes I can't see the difference in the two. Go get some sleep, Jam. You go get some sleep. Enjoy your vacation. Okay, so that would be Hive Onslaught,
And then,
which has 5.
then I have destroy 10 Vaudouar on the ground.
There's
That one I might re-roll.
Well, you can pick up the episode Dust to Dust, but you have a space zone you have to do first. Then you go to the ground, and there are 10 in that first sequence, and they're pretty easy. Otherwise,
Yeah, no, but I
the
kind of
Kabali.
want to re-roll that one.
Oh, re-roll it. Yeah, Exismer says Kabali Prime. True that.
Okay, it's switched. Now I have to go to a battle zone. I hate battle zones.
Which one?
Gonkra sector in the Alpha Quadrant.
No, I hate Gonkra.
It's so easy.
It is easy.
Everything dies so easily.
It's just a pain.
I just need 5 of them.
Oh.
The 5 Zenkethi ships.
You'll find them.
That's so easy.
Where is the doodly-doo thing? There it is. Okay. So we were doing this yesterday with the Graz and What's the Hell. And
Okay, that's a little bit easier.
and
Anti-proton damage ground.
I think Graz planted a plasma storm here, which took out all the Klingon ships, but it also killed all the transports.
All
So
right, that one,
there's
it
nothing
doesn't
left.
say it has to be a particular, so if we wanted to do a ground mission,
No, we don't do ground in the morning.
oh, fine, be that way.
Besides, how much damage do you need to do?
Just 5,000.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Apparently we did good on this one too and killed a lot of stuff. There you go. I've got the transport.
I have to do it with anti-proton weapon.
So, my favorite AP weapon is the Herald Boomstick out of the Lobby store.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one yet.
That would be one. When you get your 1500 Lobby at the end. Did you do the meta event last year, Black Cat?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Remember, this was a fairly new account.
Oh. Well, this year, use some of your Lobby to get some of the good Lobby toys. I like the
Like
Boomstick.
I think I've saved up 500
Oh,
Lobby
that's good.
so far. Let me check my account bank. That's where I store it all. Almost 600. I'm 4 short of 600.
Wait for the next sale and go through some of the stuff that's in the Lobby store. I bought Lobby ships and I like them, but these days a lot of the other ships are a better value. And Lobby
Right.
stuff for equipment seems to be a better use of your money.
I'm just taking it out so I can look and see what they got there. Let's see.
And unfortunately, that's not one of the Lobby things that you can sell on the exchange.
Oh, the Ethereum proton disintegrator. That's I can get that right now. That's
Is that
200.
any good?
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Let's see. I don't think this one is this one part of the chat? I don't think it is yet.
What?
Our chat thing that we have.
Chat thing that we have. What chat thing?
The channel. Oh, it's Strike Group. There it is.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
I was gonna try and link it in Strike
Yeah,
Group for
alright,
you.
just drag it over there.
Unfortunately, it won't let me unless I buy it.
No, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Let's finish this one out. We'll be done pretty soon here. We have about 2 minutes left and we can take a real quick look at that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
This
Proton damage plus hold and dot.
proton
Ooh.
damage is not AP damage necessarily.
Yeah, no.
It's totally not.
It says 59.6 proton damage,
No,
so
no.
it's completely
It's like
different.
that's like patting them gently on the arm.
But it does look like a nice weapon. That's a phaser rifle. Don't want a phaser rifle. The brain rifle staff.
That's Polaron, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm just going through looking at all the weapons.
There is a
That's
Herald
amazing.
staff that does AP damage and does
Yeah,
decent AP
I'm
damage.
working down the list. It hasn't shown
No,
up
you
yet.
have to do it the way I want you to do it. I guess we're done here. Okay,
Yep,
let's
we can
get
wait for
ready.
the dreadnought.
Yeah, want to watch this dreadnought disappear real fast?
Anti-proton duress pistol. It does anti-proton damage.
My
57.3
heart cut off because I
anti.
have a training, so I'm gonna buzz off the voice.
Okay, go
just
do your
now.
training, Chris. Thank you for being here. Go have a good day, and we love you.
Yep, toodles.
Toodles.
That anti-proton duress pistol looks kind of nice.
Well, thank you, Break the Box. That's very kind of you. Well, let's get out of this fight, and I can take a look, and we can talk about it real quick, and then I have to go because it is taking the dog to the vet day.
Oh,
Oh, she
so
just,
I got on too late.
yeah, well, we start at 6 in the morning.
Trill Guardian staff. Ooh, but that's electrical damage.
Yeah, there's so much that does electrical. Come on, where is my... There he is.
The Zenkethi retrofit armor. That is interesting looking.
Whoa! Why is my camera not going? There we go. Break the box. If you're talking to the person who's speaking, that's Black Cat, not Pineapple.
I'm not seeing the Herald staff in the
Oh.
Lobby store anymore.
Oh, goodness. Indeed, Chris.
I went all the way through the list and I didn't see it
Hang on a
once.
second. Let me.
Why do you want the Herald
I was
staff?
just suggesting he needs an AP ground weapon, and I love the Herald staff for the AP ground. Do I have it on this tune? I do not have it on this tune. Let me get to.
Unless it has another name, because
No.
I'm not.
Give me a sec.
Because I was looking for Herald and I didn't see it.
So, Black Cat Break the Box also points out that Musin, Top Cat, and Terran have great advice, which they do on stuff, because they're awesome people.
The actual only anti-proton weapon I'm seeing on here for the Lobby is the anti-proton duress pistol.
Give me a sec. Since I need to go pull some Lobby because it's in my other account, not here. That's the only way I can see what's out there.
Mm.
Pineapple, what is it that you need? Good morning, Maywin.
Let me type in Herald, see if that pops up
Hold on a
anything.
second.
Okay.
I mean, Pineapple, the
The
reason.
Advanced Herald Beam Projector.
There you go, that's the one.
Yeah, it just had another name. That's why I wasn't finding it.
So, you can go into the
And
filter and just start
it
typing.
only costs 50.
I love that. But, Taz, do you have another recommendation for a. Tom Kane passed away? What the heck?
I'm okay with spending 50 just to get that.
That is one of my favorite weapons.
So.
But other people should offer their advice too.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. That
What are you going to use it for?
ground damage.
I just need it for the ground damage to get the 5,000 damage I need.
Oh, bummer.
Then you go and get the cyclical weapons.
I'm not fond of the cyclicals.
But you can click a button and it changes energy type. So if you have an energy type, click the button until you match it and go.
I think this is hilarious. On my Ferengi, I have a mind meld device.
Yep. Let's see. Pineapple is looking for the Breen Yacht and the Awani. The Awani is an amazing ship, Pineapple. I absolutely love that one.
Let's see.
And I don't have any T6 coupons I can give you.
By the way, Mom, if you have any ships that you can trade,
Yes.
this account would love them.
The ones I have that I can give you currently are like T5s.
Okay, that's not quite what I want.
Yep, I didn't think so.
Oh my god, this staff is bigger than my Ferengi. It's hilarious.
I know it, but I love that weapon. I understand what Taz is saying with the cyclicals. I just don't like them as much.
If it's not something I can get with Lobby or cheaply, it won't do me any good.
I think you can get cyclic with Lobby. I just
The cyclical is a mission reward, as I remember it.
no, it was an event reward. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which is why it might be either in MUDs or eventually they creep over there into items. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, so I do need to do some space stuff.
Yes.
But you said you had to go,
Yep.
so
So generally in
I
the
guess
mornings,
I'll have to wait till tonight.
Yeah, generally in the mornings we're just here from 6 till 7, so that back in the olden days when I used to have to go to work, I had to be out of here at 7:15 to get to work on time. And these days it's a little bit more flexible. All right, so I am going to get out of here. They're must-haves for carrier pills. I don't know what to say. Yeah, Pineapple Gaming. If you can get an Awani, they are amazing.
I guess I'm gonna swap to my new character then. And play that one for a little while.
Absolutely, Pineapple Gaming. We're here almost every morning unless I don't feel good, and I feel good today, which is weird. Okay, that's a long story. We don't want to go into that story. It's boring. So everyone, have a wonderful day. Let's go see if we can raid somebody because we have been raided a couple of times today, and we should share that raiding love. Who is out there this morning?
Wow, already getting rated, and it's early in the morning.
Let's see. Why is that not coming up? Let's go there.
So, I did find this a little weird, Mom.
Hmm.
Most of the ships that you can buy from the Zen store, you can activate pretty much immediately.
Yeah.
The Typhon, you cannot.
Why not?
It won't let you.
Why not?
It's not. I don't know. It's not allowing this character
does-
to run it.
Okay, hang on a second here. We're going to go raid over to Alt Lexington because we love Alt Lexington. So if you haven't followed him, give him a follow, but I'm sure everybody has because he's like iconic. All right, everyone have a wonderful day. And as we like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Who are you? We are the knights who say...
Moopsie.
And we have raided.